Hey guys, what's going on? In this video, I'm going to share with you a simple functional movement flow that you can begin to incorporate into your run training routine. Super simple, no equipment needed. So if you're ready, let's get going. Okay, one of the most important things for us to focus on is the head and the neck. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I've pulled a muscle or gotten a cramp or a kink in my neck by just simply turning to look over my shoulder to check traffic or my surroundings on the trail. So in this practice, we're going to work from head all the way down to toe. So to get started, let's just take a nice, easy chin to chest and then all the way back up again. Chin to chest. All the way back up, look towards the sky. And this time as you come back to center, look over your left shoulder. Look really far. Come back to center and then look over your right shoulder. See how far you can turn to look. Come back to center and then take that head circle all the way around, up overhead and back to center again. And then let's dip the chin to the chest, look over the right shoulder to center, left shoulder, center, and then all the way around again. Going nice and slow, getting a good stretch, pausing wherever it feels natural, and then finishing chin to chest again. And then let's move on and add in a little spinal roll down. So just find a comfortable hip width stance here. Chin to chest and roll down all the way to whatever your greatest forward fold is. And you can use the hands tracing the legs here for a little bit of support as you get all the way down to your greatest forward fold. And then tuck your tailbone, hands and head are heavy as you roll all the way back up again. Come all the way towards standing, maybe a little bit of a back bend, and then chin to chest, go right back down again. Pause at the bottom for a breath, tuck your tailbone, come all the way back up. Nice and slow, there's no rush. Good. As you get to the top, let's fold in half from the hips. So hips go backwards, head goes forwards. We pause at this halfway point where head, shoulders, and hips are all in one straight line. And then we use all these backside muscles to stand up again. All right, let's do that a couple more times. You can have your fingers here at your hip creases to just reinforce this bend. Stand all the way back up. Or you can have fingertips and arms reaching all the way backwards, pausing halfway here. No need for the legs to be super straight. They could be bent as much as you need. And then come all the way back up. This time, let's lean to the left a little bit here, and then come back through center to lean to the right. So just a nice big side stretch here. Like you were between two panes of glass. So this top shoulder should stay stacked right on top of the bottom shoulder. Good, just a couple big stretches here. And then this time, as you go to the left, bend into the hips and the knees, the top arm comes up, we go as low as we can, and then we roll through the spine to come all the way back up to standing. Let's do the same thing to the right. So lean like you were between two panes of glass, and then when you can't go anymore, bend into the hips and the knees, touch as low as you can, and then roll all the way back up. Good, once more to each side. Left, all the way down, all the way up. Good. To the right, lean, and then bend into the hips and the knees. Nice. And as you roll all the way back up to standing, just kind of shake it out. And then let's set the arms in motion here. Just do a little swing. And then see if you can make them a little bit bigger. So one of the things that we want to free up while we're running are the arms. All too often I see people, and I'm guilty of this too, running with arms locked down to the sides and super tight. So let's just reinforce that nice easy swing here. See how high you can make the arms go? And then can you make them go all the way around? Good, then switch directions. Nice easy swing. Good, let's take this down into the legs now. So with the right foot, let's swing front to back here. Nice, easy free swing. So I just set it in motion and let it go. Now the next time the leg goes backwards, I'm going to take a nice step back, drive that right heel down, and take my arms up overhead and lean to the left here for a nice big side stretch. So you can reach forwards, you can trace a little bit of an arc here, whatever might feel good. And then press to stand, and let's do that once more on this side. So swing, step, reach, lean to the left, trace a little bit of an arc forwards and back, and then come back up to standing. Same thing on the left foot. So swing free, couple, maybe 4 or 5 swings, and then we step back. We drive the left heel down and back. We reach up and lean to the right. Maybe trace a little arc forwards towards the right front corner, maybe back a little bit to just open the whole front left side of the body. And then come back to center. Let's do that same thing side to side. So right foot swings side to side in front of the body. Same thing, it's a nice easy swing here, so just set it in motion, and if you lose your balance, just pick up where you left off. The next time the leg goes out, take a nice big step and a deep side lunge here and a little bit of a twist. So this top arm can rest on the hip or reach up overhead, and then drive hard off this right foot to come back to center. Let's do the same thing on the left. So free swing, side to side. And then when you're ready, big step to the left, making sure that the legs are in line with one another so you're not stepping too far forwards or too far back, right? So kind of in line, step, hip goes backwards, knee goes forwards. So watch that the knee tracks over the toes here. Nice big side lunge, a little bit of a twist. Nice. Drive hard off this left foot, come back to center. Let's do that same thing once more to each side. So really just trying to set this leg in motion, see how high you can go. Whoop, big step. Lean into this lunge, nice big twist. Drive off this right foot to come back to center. And do the same thing on the left. Big swing. Step, lunge, twist. Drive off that left foot to come back to center. Let's focus on the knees here. Both knees go forwards over the toes. Let's do a couple squats to just get the ankles warmed up here. And then maybe feet come a couple inches apart. We drop down into that little mini squat and we circle the knees around the feet. 2 to the left, and then 2 to the right. And we're trying to push the boundary as we go to see how far in each direction we can take these knees. Good, as we press to stand, let's rise up onto the balls of the feet and see if we can balance. And do that again. 2 mini squats. And then knees stay forward up at the toes, and we trace around the feet. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. And as we finish the second one, we rise and we reach up, lifting the heels. Pause to balance. See how long you can balance up there. Good. And as you come down, let's do that same hip hinge here. So we reach high, heels flat on the floor. We fold in half, go all the way down. And we come halfway back up. So head, shoulders, and hips are all in the same straight line. Noticing if we're rounding or arching the back. Try to flatten it out a little bit. And then we fold down. We sweep the arms wide to come all the way back up, and let's do that same thing again. Fold in half all the way. Good, come halfway back up. This time hands frame the feet and we step back to plank. We pause here for a breath, and then we gently lower the knees so that we come into this tabletop position. Let's take the left leg, extend it long down the mat, and just start to smush the foot around in a nice big circle here. So I'm trying to roll over the top of the foot and send the heel to the outside, center, and inside again. I'll take a couple circles in both directions. And then I'll step my feet back and send my hips up and back into downward facing dog, pedaling out my heels here, pressing through the hands to open through the shoulders, and then maybe shifting the weight forward, coming back into that tabletop position, and doing the same thing with my right foot. So extending it long down the mat, ankle smush, sending the heel out to the side, circling it around in both directions, pausing anywhere you feel a really good stretch. And then as you come back through center this time, tucking the toes, sending the hips up and back, pedaling the heels here. No need for the legs to be super straight. We're just trying to get a nice stretch, work on the feet and the heels and the arches of the feet. Good. Now this time, as you come out of this downward facing dog, we're going to step forwards with the feet. So nice big step with the right foot and the left to come into kind of this wide squat position. And if your fingertips don't reach the ground, it's okay for them to rest on shins or even elbows right above the knees. And we're just going to drop the hips low and send them high. Let's do a couple of these. And we're trying to see if we can increase the depth of the hips each time. Maybe even adjusting the feet so that we can come all the way down into this deep squat, keeping in mind that we don't want the knees to collapse in and the outer edges of the feet to come up off the ground. So see if you can send the knees wide and keep the feet flat, okay? So we're gonna reach forwards and press all the way back up to standing. Let's do that again. Reach high, fold in half, drop the hips, any amount here, even if it's just here with the elbows just on top of the knees and the hips at the same height as the knees. Reach forwards, stand up. Once more, reach high, fold in half, drop low, reach forwards, stand all the way back up. And then let's add an element here. So right arm high, we drift over to the left, and then we make a nice big swoop all the way down. And then the left hand brings us back up. Let's do the same thing and go to the left. Left arm leads the way to the right, all the way down. And then the right arm is the one that brings us back up. Big reach high, forward fold, go all the way down. Drop the hips, reach forwards, press to stand. Good job. Left arm high, it leads the way to the right. Sweep around, right arm finishes to bring us all the way back up to standing. Right arm leans to the left. We sweep down through center. Left arm brings us all the way up. Big reach, forwards fold. Drop the hips, reach forwards, press to stand. Nice job, you guys. That feels awesome, right? From head to toe, we've worked basically every joint in 360 degrees, and now you're primed and ready to go either tackle your day or your run. That's all for this video, you guys, but don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and if you haven't already done so, drop down into the notes below and download my free pre-run dynamic warm-up. It's chock full of movements just like this that will help you to get primed and ready to go so that you can run farther, faster, and stronger. Okay guys, that's all I have for this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!